होय बंद झाला का?
मी ना आता युट्यूबला चालू केलं ना.
पण युट्यूबला काय चालू करायचं पण पाहते नशी.
चॅनल आहे त्याचं. आलं.
युट्यूब
अं,
काय करताय दिसतंय का?
माझं नाव दिसतंय याच्यावर तर.
तर तू पाहती मग तुझे नाव दिसत तशी.
असं अशी याच्यावर असं दिसतंय.
Okay, team. So, chalo, let's get started then for the day. Okay, guys, we are into the day 2 of our program. And right from today onwards, we will be getting started with this amazing growth journey. Okay, so chalo, let's go. So, we are also streaming today's session on YouTube as well. So, yes, you can, have a backup of that. So, whenever you want, you can go through it as well. I'll share the link later. Okay. Plus, along with it, whatever we are going to discuss on a day-to-day basis. So I will be creating a LinkedIn blog about it, and there we are going to share these details. Okay, fine. Now today, let's get started with our okay 2 days basically. As part of today and tomorrow, we are going to focus about our career planning. Okay, so even as a job seeker and also from working professional perspective, like how exactly you take your career forward. So it's going to be a 2 days, today and tomorrow, and step by step we are going to discuss some techniques which you can apply at your job and try to take your current stage to the next one. Okay, so ऐसे करके step by step we will be getting through. Now one important thing guys, he after spending around 12 years in the industry and dealing with lot, exposing towards a lot of situation, life was not very straightforward. It was never, life is never easy for anybody. Okay, so you should understand whatever struggle you are going through your life, ups and downs, everybody faces it, everybody deals with it, and that's the way of life. It will give you an opportunity to grow forward. Okay, so those who are able to overcome the opportunities, they will get more rewarded from the life. Otherwise, those who are scared and run away from opportunities, so for them the future is not going to be that promising. So you need to understand that is what is life for everybody. Okay, now few important things key while you're navigating through the next 10 years of your life. Okay, most of you might be in the beginning days of your career right now, or trying to get into like initial 0 years, 4 years and all. Okay, let's thoda sa broaden up our mind. If you want to think how your next 10 years of life should be, okay, and what are the core principles which you should always remember as the principles of your growth or foundation, like which defines you as a person. Okay, and dekho guys, it's not possible to fix everything. It's really not possible that you can correct everything of your life, because always variations will be there, new things will be there. But if the core pillars of your life, the core foundation of your life, the core principles of your life, if that is right, you can deal with all the uncertainties of the life. Okay, so nothing but guys, what is your mindset, what is your day-to-day thinking process, what is your action related approach? If you have clear clarity about that, so you will be able to deal with all these uncertainties of life. But let me tell you, if you don't know what to do, what to think, what to react, let me tell you, even small problems of your life will become too much for you. Nothing but if you want to deal with problems, you need to become more capable to solve it. And more capability means you need to evolve as a person. More maturity should come, more vision should grow. And when you see problems, how you react to it, all of that evolution should happen inside a human being in order to really master all these things. Okay? So now understand, step by step, we are going to discuss the core principles today. And now point is, over a period of time, these principles will become a part of life. But guys, it's not about just knowing it and leaving it. We will further in future sessions build some systems by which these principles will sink more into our lives as well. Okay, fine. So chalo, let's understand a few things. देखो, you will be doing something in life. Okay, so right now maybe your career, many people, everybody. Okay, if you are living on the planet and you are working, so you're doing something. Okay, either it could be your own company, or it could be for some other company, or it could be your own private business, or it could be non-IT related, or it could be anything. Okay, for survival people work. Okay, this is how the world works. And then there is monetary transactions, and then exchange of services, products, and this is what this entire world has come to picture. Okay, you need to get the first mindset right. Okay, and this applies for any industry, every person. Okay, you never work for anybody else. Even if you are working, let's say, in a corporate industry, guys, get this mindset right. Many people are not able to master this, and then it affects life. Okay, you never work for anybody else. You need to first understand this statement, and your entire life should be built on top of this statement only. Okay, all throughout the life, you always work only for yourself. Okay, and yes, right now you might be in some company, and in that company, the company is paying you, the client is paying you, the project is paying you, but still you're not working for them. You need to get this right. Average minded people think, okay, if I am working for the company is paying me, and if the company does not pay me or pay me less, right, so automatically people get into this thought process, yeah, I will not be putting efforts. Okay, so people will be getting into this kind of a thought process. Okay, now, understanding, guys, right? My voice is clear? Yeah. Okay, so just understand these things. Key one critical principle of your life is you always work throughout your life only for yourself, not for anybody else. Okay, whether you're working for your own company, or whether you're working for other service companies or product companies also, still you work only for yourself. Now, how does that happen? Let's understand. Break it down. Pehle to conclusion lete. Now let's break it down. Here guys, what happens is a human being is designed in this manner. Okay, the more you experience new things, work on challenging problems, the more you will learn in that. And if you stop working on challenging problems, your growth also stops. This is how we work. By facing more challenges, we grow. And if you're not facing challenges, you don't grow. Now, what people do is, now understand this loop where many people are stuck. Okay, whenever they perform, let's say, some effort, this is what is happening for majority of the people in the IT industry. When they put some effort, okay, there will be two outcomes. Either the company will recognize, appreciate, pay a bigger hike, bigger promotion, better money, packages, bonus, whatever. And there is another version where even if no matter how much hard you work, the company is not going to recognize it. Guys, external circumstances are not in your control. So there are two possibilities. Either the company will appreciate, reward you, or the company will still say no and give a lot of reasons and not pay you. Now, what many people think, okay, okay, so if the company is not paying me, why should I put efforts? I'm anyways getting my monthly salary, na? Let me just do like that kind of work and somehow just survive. Salary is anyways coming. Even if I work more hard, the company is not rewarding. And guys, what happens is they stop putting efforts. Guys, genuinely, there are people in the industry, they intentionally are not putting too much efforts. You need to get the right mindset. We want to belong in the top 20% people of the world, and these guys never work for somebody else. But an average mind, what it thinks, if I am not getting rewarded or paid, then why should I work hard? So immediately lowers down the effort. Guys, nobody can force you to work. Nobody can force you. It's your choice. People can guide, build, whatever, but it's your choice. Now, what is happening here? As soon as you stop putting efforts, okay, your exposure to day-to-day challenges will go down, and slowly and steadily your problem solving skills, your thinking skills, your analytical skills, they will be getting lower, because it is a weapon. As long as you sharpen it, it will be sharper. You don't use it properly, it will become low. Guys, you know about a human system, right? Okay, any organ of your body, if it is not being used over a period of time, shrinks. Appendix was one of an example of that. People said ki our little finger of the leg over a period of time is going to shrink. It is said when you are a child, lot of connections and the brain is pretty much opened, but as you start growing in life, there are some sections of your brain which will not be utilized, so they stop performing, and then whatever you're utilizing, they start working. Nothing but a human being is designed to customize by itself. So whatever you do and repeat, you will become better in those things. And if you're not doing something, automatically your capability will even shrink in that. Now what is happening is, just understand, you thought a company did not reward you well, and then you decided, no, I don't want to put efforts. If you're not putting efforts, you will realize your grasping power, growing power, analytical power, that will drop. And because that will drop, you will realize even in future, if there is any other company or other project which is ready to pay you, reward you, but you will not be eligible for them because you stopped your growth. So understand this statement very clearly. If you don't work hard, you will not grow. You're not doing anything for the company. Guys, okay, I am leading a 40-member team. Let me tell you, there have been a lot of people, like they moved out of the system, iterations keep happening, all this keep happening. I've seen the IT industry closely. What happens is any person is replaceable. Okay, there were very great people in my work experience. They moved out of the system. People keep doing that. Okay, there will be a hiccup, maybe a few months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, then somebody else will come up to that position. It will take some more time to stabilize, but the system will get back on track. You need to understand, when you stop putting efforts, you will not really cause any damage to the company. Company will somehow survive. They are smart people, business is strong, somehow they will survive. But the only thing who would be at loss is you, because you are not putting efforts, and because of that your downfall will happen. And guys, this gap keeps growing so much, the bigger challenges, you will not become capable to deal with that. So guys, understand this loop, and if they don't reward you, you will not get into that company, and then you get into a cycle where only average companies will take you and pay you average money. So by not working hard, you are stopping your own growth. Now the statement is, regardless of whether you get paid or not, you have to put your full efforts, because as long as you put, you grow. If you are unhappy with the job, switch the company. As simple as that. Don't bear it, but don't stop your growth. Okay, if you're unhappy, you're not feeling like working there, the company is not doing justice, you feel very bad inside. If you are thinking I will lower my effort, better than that decision will be go to some other company where you will still put more efforts, but don't pull yourself down. So that will happen when you understand this fact. Throughout your life, you work only for yourself. So when you work hard, you grow. When you don't work hard, you don't grow. And if you don't grow, other company will also not reward you. And then you get into the cycle of mediocrity because your growth has stopped. Okay, so just understand, that's the first mindset you need to have. So regardless of external circumstances, always putting efforts. That's it. Okay, don't get into this average addicted mind people. They will be like, Arey, what are you doing? Why are you putting so much effort? Whether you work or not, you're getting the monthly salary. Why do you want to overperform and stuff like that? You will find these mediocre, negative minded people in industry, but don't stick with them. 80% of the world is going to suffer of mediocrity. Okay, fine. Now the second important thing. Now understand, guys, very important. So first conclusion is always putting hard work, because if you're doing, you're growing, and maybe not the current company, but the next company will reward you. Ek time aayega. Okay, ek time aayega. If your growth is so much higher, your company will become not capable to pay you. Itna rapid growth hoga. Your company will be say, we cannot afford you anymore. And then it would be, okay, so which company in the market can afford me? And that level of rewards will be coming to you. And that's possible in industry. Okay, so don't feel कि क्या होने वाला है. There is always a better opportunity. Now get the second mindset, guys. Okay, देखो, IT is a system. Some very smart people in the world, maybe 50 years ago, 100 years ago, they defined a system of working. They defined a process of working. And the initial process was 7 days work. If you take down the history 100 years ago and previous to that, people were working all 7 days of the week, full time and all. Then somebody realized, oh, it is causing health problem. Let's start giving them half a day off. And then said, give 1 day off Sunday. And then evolved, give 2 days off Saturday and Sunday. And now also some companies are like alternate Saturdays, this, that, something happening. You need to understand. Some very smart people in the past has built this system which the world is following. Okay. And right now, if it is about IT industry, majority of the companies simply follow Monday to Friday and fixed hours of 8 hours, 9 hours of working. Okay. Now you need to understand, whenever a system is built, it is built to above average people. Above average means 70% kind of. So anybody, okay, if it runs only by the process rules or system rules, you will be utilizing only 70% of your potential. Okay, why it is required? Thoda understand this story. Like I am leading 40 members, so I need to build systems. The processes, systems, that is my work. Okay, how do you really organize a team of 40 members to have processes, systems which will run and get maximum value? Now, in my team, I have people of different capabilities. One, very high performers, then average people, below average people. It is all scattered. But when I define a process, I define it, it should be around 70-80%. Nothing but if there is somebody average, it should push the average performer to perform more. Then we can get more value out of it. If it is a lower performer, he should know that, oh, I have to work so much hard in order to reach there. I'm a very bad performer. So they should also realize it. But now the question comes, what happens to the high performers? High performers have to underperform. Okay. That means, understand, somebody has built a system for the world which operates Monday to Friday, let's say 10 to 7 or 9 to 5. If you abide and perform only in this system, you will only be able to utilize 70% of your capability, because that is enough for the companies to operate, for the business to happen. For the company business, it is okay. But if you want massive growth in your life, that is not okay. If you want success in your life, if you want to belong in the top 20% people of the world, living by this structure is not okay. Okay, it will actually take you backward in life, because from high performance, you are bringing down your potential. So one of our thoughts that we are trying to go is belong in the top 20%, and which means play beyond this system. Don't block yourself Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 work, rest of the time full enjoyment, because that's not how life works. Some smart people in the past built a system, gave to the world, which is working for the business, but it is not going to work for great mindset related people, because it is pulling them back. And I'm not saying you have to be hardcore work ethic and work dedicated and like only that kind of a machine who works. No. As you go with this session, I will open this another dimension of working and life and the full aspect of life. We're trying to understand life completely. But today I'm telling you, bhai, if you just work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, you are not going to be successful in life. You will just be a mediocre. An average, maybe better than average person, maybe 80% capability, but you will not be counted in some of the greats which has lived on the planet. It's not possible, because the system doesn't support for that. Okay, understand? Ek ek karke samajhte hai. Whether you like it or not, listen it first. Okay, listen it first, absorb, because mindset is really screwed up with a lot of people. Now what happens is, if you want to grow, you have to perform beyond this. Now, what is happening? Again, thoda sa let's understand these things. Now, this is critical. Let's say there are so many sports events, right? Cricket chalta hai, basketball, and like spear throw, this throw, that throw, blah, blah, blah. Now, for performing on that time, okay, for just performing in that event or a match or a game, the team practices so much hard. Behind the screen, they put so much of efforts. Okay, if you know this person, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, wrestling देखे होगे, right? The Rock. He is one of the highest paid Hollywood actor in the current times. Okay, बहुत पैसा कमाता है, खुद का production house है. He has gone so big. He wakes up in the morning 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. Okay, itna subah. And then he puts maximum morning 3 hours, 4 hours on self growth. He says this thing, people might make whatever money they can, but nobody can outwork me. Nothing, but he knows if he becomes so much strong, the world will be forced to reward him. That's how great minded people think. They are putting that kind of a zone. Now you need to understand what these guys are doing. They prepare so much hard, and then with that preparation, when they perform, the results are of that quality level. Now the thing is, this 10 to 7, Monday to Friday, is the time where you only perform and execute. Okay, what IT industry expects, what client expects. Client expects basically 10 to 7, you should work on project. And you should give the billing, you should build the software back, give it to the life. Nothing but company ka focus, client focus is in this job time, you need to perform, build the application, take it to life. Then that's where the client says, I'm paying you money. Client is not really paying you for your growth. When your sprints and the work will be planned, there is no specific time allocated where you study and grow. Even if it is allocated in some team, some project, the amount of hours will be very less because majority of the time you're just coding and building the system. Now you need to understand how much you will learn if you just keep building the software without R&D, without research, without self-interest, without learning new things, exploring POCs. You will never be able to learn so much more. Now comes the question, if 10 to 7 is not the time for preparation, it is majorly execution, 90%, 95% is only execution time. And in that execution also, people are trying to play so easy. What does so easy mean? Usme tea breaks ho raha hai, time pass ho raha hai, gappe chal rahe. People are not working focused for 9 hours also. They are wasting a lot of time there. Now guys, basically you're not growing at all in your life. Because if you rely on only your project for growth, that doesn't matter. It's a very slow way of growing. And that's the reason what happens when people are again looking for interview, they have to prepare. No matter what experience you have, when you're looking for interview, people are like, okay, 2 mahina acha prepare karta. Why? Because they are not preparing on their day-to-day activities. You need to understand, this is the gap. If you solve this, your growth in life will become completely unstoppable. Just understand this situation only. While people are working in their job, they are not constantly learning and upgrading. And because of that, they will start becoming narrow, slow over a period of time. And whenever they want to switch, they prepare at that time. Okay. And that's how average people think. If you change your way of living, this is a big time statement. If you change your way of living, on a day-to-day basis, you keep learning out of maybe this 10 to 7 boundaries, because you're not working for the company. I will work 15 hours a day because I will work for myself. As soon as you remove this barrier, you're not doing job for your company, you do it for yourself, guys, 24 hour becomes one for you. Jitna effort dalna hai, that much you put, because everything is for your own growth. The world will reward you for who you become. So my sincere suggestion to you will be, on a daily basis, apart from 10 to 7, put extended hours in your own personal growth. It could be technology growth, it could be certifications, it could be anything which helps you grow, any skill set which grows you in your company. Learn that additionally apart from 10 to 7, because majority of the industry is not doing it. Because majority of the industry is growing at the average pace. Now, if you put this extended efforts, let me tell you, just like those sports star or Dwayne Johnson, the more preparation outside this time you do will make you more capable to perform on a day-to-day job. And then the output that these people will get will be far better than regular people who are just growing along with the IT industry pace. And guys, life is very beautiful. You multiply this statement, which I said, extended hours of daily efforts, and then you will get more output. You multiply it with 1 year, there will be a huge difference between result oriented people and the average crowd. You give 2 years to you, this difference is going to become so much huge. A point will come when your peers cannot even catch you, because you completely change the model. What a kind of life it will be, rather than growing only 2 months, 3 months. If you grow all throughout the year, that pace in 2 years will be so much more. Even if the world wants to catch you, they will not be able to do it, because you have just played with time. 365 days you are learning, and that's how the great people of the world think. You need to make this 24 hours as one. You need to know your growth is only your growth. You work for the company, that is fine, but it is because who you are. The company wants you, the world demands for you, for who you become. It's not the reverse way. What is interview process? You are somebody, and then people say, oh, this somebody I want in my company. Understand, that is what is an interview. Hiring happens like that. You become somebody. And guys, if you're not able to become a valuable person to the industry is not going to reward you. So just understand, get the mindset right. Step by step, samajhte. 10 to 7 is for mediocrity. You want to grow, you need to put extended efforts. And this extended efforts is not one-time magic. We need to build it into a system. We'll talk about this. Career transformation is about habit building, consistency building, not like one time getting motivated and doing it and then dropping it after 1 week. That will not work. Long-term results. We are talking about 1 year to constantly learn. And by the end of 1 year, there will be a huge difference between you versus all of your peers, whoever not growing. Okay, so that's the second mindset I want you to absorb. Daily extended hour of preparation. It will help you to perform better at your job, and you will start growing more. Maybe as part of this preparation, you take new certifications, new skill sets. There are so many sources to learn in the current times. Okay, so guys, that's the second major learning that I want to tell you people. Okay, now the third one. This is again third, interesting. Dekho guys, what happens is, in the industry you will find again mixed people. Many of them kya hota hai, at the beginner level, while you are having 0 to X years of experience, people get into the IT. IT is a beautiful world. Abhi to chalo, lockdown is getting over. I want to really tell you ki, okay, lockdown is already over. I'm work from home and work from office related. Okay, let's just tell one thing. While team and people were working from office, at that time, along with work, there were so many other things. Okay, right now, the new guys, okay, if you have not worked in an office kind of culture, if you're looking for jobs since past 2 years, I would highly recommend experience working from office. You will find it so much better. Okay, so, but yes, it's your personal choice. But let me tell you, IT is a beautiful industry. In the companies, if there are like big time companies, they have amazing environment, work environment. Okay, wahan pe lighting work, park work, water work, beautiful decorations. There will be like food arranged, there will be parties, there will be outings, there will be resorts. Okay, launch parties will be there. There will be like khana pina. And then campuses, people are creating so beautifully in the current times, all the new infrastructure. Okay, you will feel like you're working in a resort kind of thing. And there are many current offices. In the office environment, they just made it so much of fancy. Okay, matlab interior decorations, this that, nothing, but they want to make the place as fun, exciting, and like I want to be here types. Okay, recently I was speaking with one of my friend. He's working in Agoda. Okay, really good company. And what exactly the entire infrastructure in Agoda, it's like every employee is having so much of soft toys arranged around them. Like there is a big teddy bear kahin pe, there is like a cartoon sitting here, like full company ko apna ghar jaise, bean bags thrown here and there. Nothing, but industry is doing all that to make people so much comfortable. There are days ki bhai bring your pet to office kind of days also happening. मतलब कुछ तो चल रहा है. I just want to tell you कि industry will have all of these things. Okay, parties, funds, घूमना फिरना, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there will be libraries, there will be pools, there will be a lot of things. Now what happens is, when people complete their college, and in the beginning time, if they get into a trap of all this enjoyment of IT, because they think, "Arey wah, abhi to we have started earning money and let's enjoy life." So all the people who think like that, and guys, yes, because it's immature mind at that time, so people will think like that. And if you get a friend circle, okay, who is also thinking like that, I'm not saying entertainment is bad. No, you enjoy, but get the right mentality there. If you get too much carried away with all of these things, let me tell you, initial 2 3 years, mein, what mindset is happening? Are whether you work much or not, salary is anyways coming. Let's enjoy all these other benefits also, and then focus on the work reduces, and more focus goes towards all this entertainment part of the industry. Let me tell you, for many companies, for many projects, okay, only 40% of the people, okay, are very hardworking and result oriented. Especially if you pick some big service companies, 40%, 30% people are actually result oriented. Rest people is just baggage. वो काम करे नहीं तो भी project will be happening. This is the state. Some of my friends working in very big giants, I'll not name the companies, they're like only दो तीन बंदे are actually result oriented, right? Everybody is like, okay, 1 day work, 2 days work, they will take like 1 week to finish. And like tea breaks, this big, that big, all throughout the day happening, nothing but just baggage. Okay, slowing the system down. You need to understand key all the people who get trapped into this mentality in the beginning of their career will have a very slow future or a suffering future as well. These are the people who are not growing. They will then involve into building this corporate politics because they have to survive. Without knowledge, how would you survive? Because everybody wants job. Our brain is sharp. If you don't grow technically, you go in political mindset, how to pull other people back, how to grab this opportunity, that, because people will do things for survival. They need to work in the industry for 20 years, 30 years. You need to understand, if you don't belong into the growth aspect of the IT industry, then you will also belong to the other half. And if you are smart in the negative side, you will involve into more of this corporate politics and taking opportunities from others and that kind of a world. Right now, you might say, "Arey yaar, why am I like my team, my company, they are doing corporate politics, which is bad and all." But if you are not growing for survival, your brain will make you do that. Why? Because as the future grows, there will be home loans on you, 20 years of debt you have to keep paying. You need to survive, and if you are not technically strong, you need to figure out other ways. And that's the reason politics is not getting rid from the IT industry. Taking opportunities from others, or somebody else's work, you take the credit from them. Okay, even the good performers being laid off because of this political game, not allowing others to grow, that can happen. And you have to understand, it's the truth of the world as well. I'm not saying every project, but that's there. Now, I'm just telling you, if you don't get your approach right in the IT industry, the future is going to be all of this. There are two ways. In the beginning of your career, if you slow down your pace because of this entertainment or your negative friend circle of the IT or whoever, if you slow down, your future growth is going to be very slow. For example, when you're having 0 to 4 years of experience, if you did not learn what the market expects from a 4 years of experience candidate, because juniors are there, mindset is not right, they wasted a lot of time. But when you start hunting in the market with 4 years of experience, the market expectations will be high. People will pay you money, guys. Money is not the concern. 15 lakh, 20 lakh, 25 lakh, money will come to you. If you are growing in experience, market is ready to pay. But if your knowledge is not growing, that's where the problem happens. So just understand, if 0 to 4 years of experience, you wasted a lot of time. When you look in future, 4 years onwards, if your knowledge level is down, then even switching in the industry will become tough for you. You would have to go for an average job only because you did not grow to what the market expects. फिर वहां से प्रॉब्लम आना शुरू हो जाएंगे. एंड देन व्हाट हैपेंस? Real time cases, guys. I saw people having 6 years of experience on paper, genuine experience, 6 years, but knowledge wise not able to perform even like 3 years of experience candidate. Okay, real time cases. What to do with such people? Okay, this happened in one of my friends project. Okay, and he was just laid off, he was fired, right? A 6 years of experience, paying salary is that much, but not able to perform like 3 years of experience candidate. You need to understand both the sides of coin. Now people will be like, oh, company has fired, company is bad. I want you to realize the other part of the game. The person was not able to perform like even 3 years. What will happen? Let me tell you the reality. If he is not able to perform, what happens is in the team there is a 3 years of experienced person or 4 year experienced person. He says, I am better than him. He is more experienced. I am better than him. Raise my pay also to that level. And why am I doing his work? He should take care of his work. Nothing but the other team members will start suffering because of one bad character. So company does not want to be harsh, but they would have to lay off non-performers. Why? Because the other good people in the team are also becoming affected because of one bad character. And guys, always teams will not like to impact the good people. So just understand, if you don't grow in the pace of your time, the market is bad, layoffs, and all those things can happen anytime. Okay, like some time ago, I was speaking with Amazon HR. That person said they have a Amazon working culture. Every year, 20% of the people will be removed from Amazon because of low performance. And every year they will hire 20% better people in Amazon. By that way, over a period of time, the Amazon ka ganda crowd will always be moved out and new people. By that way, the trend of Amazon companies growing. This is what his HR told me. Now, guys, there are companies who are intentionally building systems to remove non-performers. Now it's your choice. Who do you want to become? Okay? Who do you want to become? And do you want to be on a growth side or a struggling side and just surviving side and a patchwork and then into corporate politics and then make others' life hell? Don't do that. Okay, politics भी बहुत गंदा होता है. Like one of my friend really suffered, so I'm lucky that I did not experience it. Okay, my even like in my entire career I never experienced corporate politics. That's the beauty of it. Okay, everything fair and square. So I'm lucky, and there are some other people, they have also not experienced it, but I know some people who have gone through those tough phases also. So that's where both the sides are there in the industry. Okay, I just want you to be safe, and the only way to save is to have technically strong growth, skill set wise strong growth, so that you can keep moving forward in your life regardless of all these other dramas which is happening in industry. And for doing that, now let's conclude whatever we spoke right now. We said initial days in the IT, initial years in the IT, go all in with your efforts. Don't compromise on your efforts in the 0 to 4 years of experience, because at that time what you become is the foundation time for your career. The hardcore work ethic that you will get, the knowledge that you will get, it will become the foundation, and that attitude will continue throughout your life. And if you grow at a smaller pace in the beginning, your future will be more painful and you have to work more harder, because the market expectation even becomes more tougher as you grow in your experience. And then people will be like, array, too much of pressure is coming, I'm not able to deal, because you never evolved to deal with that challenges. Let me tell, people are like, money, 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 give me this package, give me that package. In future, people, companies will start giving the package, and then they will be like, oh, so much of work pressure, there is no work-life balance, I will quit this job, I will get some other company. I have literally seen people at the experience of 10 years, 15 years, what they do is they cut down that resume into half. They cut that half of a resume, show only half of their knowledge, and say, I am okay to get less pay, but I want a peaceful life. The problem here is the mind never evolved to deal with challenging situations. And that will always happen if you are not growing on a regular basis. Okay? So just understand. today's session is to open up your mind for who you want to become. And if you just stick with many myths which are there in the IT industry, your future is not going to be bright. Okay, so just the conclusions. Fine, let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. How this learning system works. Right now, we'll do a quick exercise. Okay, everybody. How the learning system works. Whatever you listen over a period of time, you will definitely forget it. Okay, in the past, people came up with a very nice technique. Okay? If you want to learn something for a long time, you actually teach it to others. Okay, you actually teach it to others. Now, for teaching it to others, you have to really think about it, consolidate it, and then put it. So now let's do a quick exercise of 5-10 minutes. Whatever we discussed so far, okay, whatever we discussed so far, whatever you understood out of it, okay, make some quick notes about it. Let's do a self brainstorming, because we want to really absorb this into our mind. Okay, otherwise you'll just be like, हाँ बात हो गई, अच्छा था, but चलो हो गया, अभी खाना खाते. ठीक है, let's do a bit change. Okay, so take a pen and a paper, or if you're on a laptop right now, open Notepad and take some notes here, and then just try to recollect, put the thoughts on the paper, whatever you understood. Okay, after that, make a quick post about it. Make a quick post about it, and we will be pushing it on LinkedIn. Why? Because now that will make you more accountable. So your learnings, if you put it into a short post, maybe 5 points, 10 points, whatever, you put it onto LinkedIn, so you will brainstorm more nicely to do that. So guys, everybody do this activity right now. Okay? Chalo, pehla, so open a notepad, just whatever it is, whatever you understood, write it down, put it, and guys, if you can tag me so that I can even review what you have posted on LinkedIn, it would be very good. Okay? So chalo, take some time out to really summarize these learnings. And guys, LinkedIn posting will make you more accountable. Okay, so it's required. In future sessions, we'll talk more about value additions and all to the society. We said, right, one of our criteria is contributing to the world. If you give this thought process to the world, this world will become a marvelous place. Just imagine people taking 100% ownership of their life, learning so much, growing so much, improving the systems, becoming in the top 20%. That's the mindset we all can share to the world. You can be the inspiration to all the people in your group. Okay? So chalo, let's take some quick running notes about this. Whatever you understood, it might be right, wrong, but try to summarize based upon your learning. Okay, and try to really think it from that perspective, guys. Okay, I really want you guys to understand this rightly. Okay, mediocrity se kuch nahi hoga, and there are many people in the IT, they will be not comfortable with whatever we discussed today. They will not be. They'll be like, अरे ऐसे ही होता है, अपना काम करो, निकलो, and you'll find all those negative people. But that's not how greatness becomes. Okay, and the reason why I'm spreading this knowledge is for that thing only. We need to become the right people, because capability is there. You are powerful, technical skills, if you work hard, you will become something bigger, powerful. And then guys, just imagine, okay, let's say a new company started, and let's say in Hyderabad they are starting. You need to become that capable that you can take care of that Hyderabad division completely. And do you think average person will be able to do that? Those who only think about these limited hours and all of that? No. It needs massive maturity to deal with complexity. It needs the mind to grow like anything. He will be getting rewarded 50 lakhs, 1 CR packages, but he should be performing to that level. So easily, right from the beginning, get the right mindset. You're not in IT industry for touch and go. Only we will live and we will go. You're there for like long shot, 20 years, 30 years, maybe 40 years. You don't know. There is no end to it. If you are 60 age tak bhi public kaam kar rahi hai, guys. So it's required. Get the right mindset. Okay. So quickly share it. Meanwhile, I'm just giving a LinkedIn my URL. So you can just quickly tag me there. So I can just see it. Okay. Just say @Tausief, or if there is a direct tag, you can click there and just tag me. But ek learning to banao, it will freeze the learning that you have. And I'm pasting the URL in this chat. And we will shortly be taking attendance. Okay, so the criteria for getting in from week 1 to week 2 will be 4 sessions completion. So out of 5, if you have completed 4 sessions, you will be eligible for getting in for week 2. So today is the second session. So even if you have missed yesterday's session, no problem. Right from today onwards, be consistent till Friday. We will be able to jump in for the week 2. Okay, thoda sa push karo guys. Prioritize this on any other thing, and automatically things will go better. And as part of tomorrow's session, we are going to take up some break by break activities. What a job seeker should do right now, what a working professional should do right now, some techniques which to be followed in the companies, even from 0 to 2 experience, 2 to 4, and 4 to 6, and so on. Okay. But again, I'm just at a high level, we will discuss on that. Yes, there might be some specifics if you're to some very specific technology. So thoda customization you have to anyways do it for your career. Okay. So tomorrow's session is going to be brainstorming and career planning, how you should take actions in the current time for at least the next 1 year. Okay. And once you are done with this LinkedIn posting, just type yes in the Zoom chat. Okay, Kavita is done. Kavita, LinkedIn mein post karo, Kavita. Post it there. And if you're done with LinkedIn post, then if possible, just tag me there. So I'll just check on the learnings on a regular basis. I realized this very interesting thing, okay? This is really good. I told this entire session, okay? Now, even if you read the learnings which you all summarized, there will be huge differences between what you people extracted. Okay, this is what I realized out of my past sessions. Even though I'm trying to explain some concept, different people interpret it differently. Okay, different people interpret it differently. Now, this is what it is key, like human beings evaluate any situation from their thought process only. So whatever you are able to relate, you will understand only that. Whatever you cannot visualize, you will not be able to capture. That's where learnings for everyone will be different. You take the same session after 1 year, you will find different learnings coming out of it because your brain will be in a different state at that. So guys, this is like, understand how your brain works. Okay, fine. So we are getting a few dones in chat. So let's see. Suraj is done. Achal is done. Kavita is done. Next, everybody. Fatafat karte, fatafat. Just 2-3 major points we said, and if you summarize it, it's the seeds. Okay, these are the seeds which you should live your entire life, regardless of what industry you are in, what career you are in. Yogesh is done. Meanwhile, I'm preparing for the attendance sheet as well. Yesterday, yes, there were around 31 members. Today, right now, how many we see in Zoom? It's 31 right now. Okay, very good. Akhila is also done. I will take time to personally review and comment on all the posts which is were tagged. Okay, so I'll go through my LinkedIn and एक एक करके सबके करेंगे, and yeah, let's try to take improve ourselves. This is what it is. Sumant is done. And here comes our attendance. Send link, short link, copy. Attendance code for today. And guys, देखो, I would really like to have one-on-one discussions with you guys. So we are going to even do that in the future coming sessions. Okay? So where I would like to know you better, we would like to take the learnings from one another. The model for that is whenever we start our morning session 6 to 7, as part of that, along with me driving this morning routine, I will be inviting maybe one person or two person. So from the consistent people itself, we'll start involving them as well in the morning. So where we will like to have one-on-one conversations with you, know your thought process, who you are, what value you can give to the other people. And by that way, more awareness will happen. And yes, whoever, so we will first, if you are consistent, from there we will be picking up the people randomly. Okay, so and that's what it is. Code for today. Meanwhile, Akhila is done. Okay, Sumant is done. Rest of the members, quickly share it, guys. Don't overthink. Don't overthink. Jitna samajha, whatever you can recollect, just convert it into words. It's already reaching 10, so act fast, team. So from week 2 onwards, we'll start the morning routine. As part of that, we will start inviting people. Okay, so just be consistent, keep growing, keep learning. Wonderful journey, guys. And I have not seen anything like this in the world. So I'm just trying to do my contribution. Ki there is challenge, there is a problem, and let's together solve it. Because somewhere I just know all of you are very capable people. Potential बहुत दगादग भरा पड़ा है अंदर. Okay, we just have to realize it. Every human being is like beautiful. Okay, we are marvelous beings. We just don't know that because of whatever reasons. But एक एक करके, if you just polish yourself now, you'll start shining beautifully. Okay, ठीक है, चलो, we are done. Sumant is there, Divesh is there. Rest of the members, guys, speed up, speed up. Okay, another thing, okay, what we are saying, this LinkedIn posting, if you're starting right now, right, in future coming sessions, many activities will be performed. And I want you don't be like just a student mindset. You have to take actions. So just coming to the session is only one. In future days, massive actions will be coming, guys. Karna padega, okay? And doing actions will change you. So if it makes you uncomfortable, let's go through this uncomfortable journey. But on the other side, it's going to be a beautiful world. Okay, fine. So Divesh is done, Rahul is done. Guys, rest members quickly. Meanwhile, I am posting this to everyone. Code for today is 4444, and registration form is the same form for a different every day. So if you can bookmark this form link, it works. Okay. Meanwhile, let me open the form as well. Guys, rest of the members, quickly close it, team. Quickly close the learnings. Agar kuch nahi samjha, at least if you got 2 points out of whatever we discussed today, even try to share that. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Hesitation will not get you anywhere. Those who are confident, they will get more opportunities and more possibilities from this life. If you are scared, if you are afraid, nahi hota. Okay. Okay. Tagging agar nahi aa raha hai, directly you can just write @Tausief. Okay. That will also work. I don't know whether connection request kuch aati hai kya for doing that. I'm not aware. I've already pasted my link here. So you can send me connection request so I can quickly accept it as well if you're not able to tag my name there. Okay. I'm pasting the link again. Yeah, this one. And if you're done with that, immediately guys switch on filling the attendance. Okay, Durgesh is done. Okay, Akhila is done with attendance as well. Okay, I'm already seeing some of the tags. Rest of the members, please close it quickly. Meanwhile, let me just quickly summarize the final outcomes of today's session. Staying average is not going to help you, and average will become a habit if you don't fix it at the right time. Okay. Next, you always work only for yourself throughout the life. Get this approach right. You're never doing anything for anybody. I work so hard in my company because I know if I don't work hard, I will not grow. As simple as that. I'm not doing it for the project. I'm not doing it for the client. I'm not doing it for a company. I am doing it for myself. And if the project fails, it's because of me. Okay, come on, how did you allow the project to fail? My company will reward me for who I am. But I never work because the company wants me to work. I work because it's my choice. I have to work. It is my project. It cannot fail. That's the approach. You do it like that, the world will come in front of you and give you all the everything basically. Okay? So just get this approach. You always work for yourself. 10 to 7 is for average people. Some smart people have built that system for average people. If you abide only with that, it's not going to take you to the next level of top 20% of the world. You need to do preparation outside and execution inside. And that has to become a daily activity all throughout your year, throughout your life. And day by day, month by month, quarter by quarter, year by year, there will be a huge difference. Just imagine 10 certifications you add every year on your profile. After 3 years, the one who is not having any certification versus you, 30. कितना डिफरेंस होगा यार जमीन आसमान का फर्क इन 3 years life can change 1 year is a very big time if you really understand the notion of time it is huge time बहुत कुछ change हो सकता है in 1 year itself ठीक है fine so guys mark your attendance that's mandatory because 4 sessions criteria is there and let me tell you the system is built for you so that you push your boundaries forward don't take it for granted don't take it casual okay so it's already 10:0 and hopefully I guess you have already copied this attendance link chat में ही मिल जाएगा and see you guys tomorrow 9 p.m. where we will break down the career planning for a long run ठीक है fine thank you everybody and have a nice day team take